Barry Perkins was born in Rochester, New York to parents William and Visita Shun. He was introduced to music under the instruction of his father at the age of 5. In the 80s, Barry's family moved to Irvine and opened a music store in Northwood, Perkins Music, that sold to Coast Music in the late 90s. Barry attended Irvine High School. He continued his trumpet studies with Richard Berkmeyer and later with Donald Green of the Los Angeles Philharmonic.
Being part of the bands and orchestras here, it gave me a head start to my career in college. Having bands and orchestras and just the direction I was given here in the school districts was a good head start for me.
Barry went on to attend the New England Conservatory of Music in Boston, where he studied with Charles Schluter of the Boston Symphony. At the age of 20, Barry won his first orchestra job as the Associate Principal Trumpet of the Mexico City Philharmonic, and while living in Mexico, performed with the State of Mexico Orchestra, Mineria Philharmonic, and the UNAM Philharmonic. After a few years in Mexico, Barry returned home where he became the first call substitute principal trumpet of the San Diego Symphony and a member of the San Diego Chamber Orchestra. In 2004, Barry became the principal trumpet of the Pacific Symphony.
So you're looking for someone who has an artistic presence. And I'm also looking for somebody who is not only a trumpet player, but who is a singer and an artist singer who plays the trumpet, not just a person that plays loud brass instruments. When we finished hearing Barry Perkins, we were absolutely sure that the Pacific Symphony had found its new principal player.
Throughout his career, Barry has performed live with many famous classical and jazz artists, as well as esteemed conductors. He's performed on the world's most prestigious concert stages, including those in Munich, Frankfurt, London, Paris, Lucerne, Hannover, Cologne, Dusseldorf, Essen, Vienna, and the Disney Concert Hall in Los Angeles. In addition to his live orchestra career, Barry is an active musician in the Hollywood studios in which Barry has played on the soundtracks are The Amazing Spider-Man, Snow White and the Huntsman, Men in Black 3, Trouble with the Curve, Karate Kid, Avatar, 2012, Wolfman, The Princess and the Frog, Wolverine, and Bedtime Stories, just to name a few. Recently, Barry served as the contracted interim third trumpet of the Los Angeles Philharmonic for the 2010-2011 season. During this season, the orchestra toured Europe with Gustavo Dudamel. In addition to his career as a performer, Barry is a renowned teacher whose powerful and energetic teaching style has influenced many young trumpeters to become great musicians as well as great leaders. He's a member of the music faculty at Cal State University Fullerton and founder of the Barry Perkins Trumpet Academy, which has reached hundreds of young musicians throughout Southern California.
Yeah, I have a high respect for educators, and that's why it was important for me to give back to the community in this way. In my opinion, a school without music is a school just with emptiness. Music adds so much to a school's environment. The organizations that support the public schools here in Irvine, I think it's important that we support them, just despite all the budget cuts that we've had here, because it just benefits the kids here in the Irvine public school system. Just to have bands and arts, and I think it's very important.
Barry Perkins has been hailed by critics as fearless, first-rate, and phenomenal. When not playing his trumpet in the orchestra, you can find Barry performing with his new group, the Barry Perkins Collective. Please welcome your 2012 honoree for excellence in music, Barry Perkins.